Hi everybody, welcome to this live. Welcome to why smart people overthink and how it quietly destroys performance. Quick reminder that a little bit later on we will do some eyes closed. I don't know, probably about 10 minutes or so, depending on how we're going. So just if you're doing this live, be in a position where you're okay to close your eyes. So not driving, not operating machinery or doing anything that might be a danger to yourself or anyone else around you. This is going out to a few different platforms, and it's going out to 5 different platforms at once as well. So if you do comment on there, I may not see it. I will come back and have a look later, but I may not see them live. So just be aware of that. If you do ask me anything, that I may not be able to answer until a bit later on. If you do need to get hold of me, direct message me is often the best way, because that way at least I'll get a notification straight away that there is a message coming in. So this overthinking thing, it's much more common than we think, and it does affect people. It affects people at all levels of life. It affects people in sport and in business as well. Even those real high achievers that we might look at them and think, oh, they're doing really well. They're often doing that overthinking thing. It does affect making decisions. It does affect sometimes performance, because the moment might pass while we're overthinking, deciding, is that right? Is that opportunity right? Is that doing that presentation right in this moment as well? Even in sports, particularly in those sports, as a lot of you know, I work a lot in golf, and in golf, you're starting the process. So there's a massive amount of time for you to overthink as well in there. So, overthinking that shot means then you're starting to question yourself. Should I be using this club, that club? Should I do this? What's the wind doing? All those things. So often, particularly when we're quite clever, quite bright, it makes the overthinking even worse as well. So we think we're often making those really good decisions, but actually we can end up generating a fear of making the wrong decision as well. And as I say, because we're often quite, all of us have got that intelligence, of course, but again, that the more intelligent you are, the more overthinking you're likely to do. As a result of that, then it becomes an emotional thing. It often becomes a fear thing, that fear of failure, that fear of judgment. Should I do this thing? Or what are people going to say? Should I go live? Are people going to criticize me for what I say? Because when you go live, once you've said it, you've said it. As I mentioned before, that fear of making the wrong decision as well. Even the fear of uncertainty creates uncertainty as well. So the overthinking thing can be really a complex thing that's going on, because we're actually trying to avoid doing the wrong answer. The more we overthink, the less we tend to start to trust ourselves as well. We tend to lose that trust and belief in ourselves, because it's, am I one thing? Am I another? You probably had those moments where you've written an email to somebody. It could be an important email, absolutely, but you've written that email and then you've gone back and rewritten it, and you've reread it, and you've saved it, and you've come back to it. You've delayed those decisions. We all do it. It happens to all of us, particularly when it's something really important, because that level of importance also defines how we spend time thinking about it, how much time we invest in thinking about it or worrying about the outcome of that email. It could be something to do with a new job. It could be asking for a promotion in your existing job, or it could be asking for that big order as well. It also then means we're using more time, we're consuming more information, because we might be doing more research in there as well. We might start asking other people about that thing. What would you do? What do you do in this situation? What would you do? So it definitely becomes an issue then, an issue around avoidance as well, where we're now avoiding doing something, we're avoiding making that decision because of the overthinking. We often think that if we're confident, that will result in action, but actually the action is the first thing really that we need to be taking, because then it gives us the experience. Even if it's failure, it gives us the experience, which then in turn results in the confidence as well. So you don't often think your way to confidence, although having said that, although it's not really thinking, hypnosis is a great way to bring that confidence about, and it is imagining what it's going to be like to be confident and calm and all those things. But at a conscious level, that overthinking doesn't create confidence. It nibbles away at the confidence as well. So what we want to focus on is actually about creating action. So I'm going to do a little session in a few minutes, and we're going to think about something that get you to think about something maybe that you've been putting off, something maybe you've been overthinking, and then going, "Okay, what's it going to be like when you do that thing?" Encouraging your mind, training your mind to actually start to make that decision, to take that action, to do that thing. And I'll be as deliberately vague as I can because I want you to get the best from this as well. So that way, building confidence, we'll talk a lot about calm confidence in there as well. One thing I would say is, I think I mentioned it earlier anyway, that's the beauty of going live, isn't it? That you're not alone in this. Like I said, I do remember saying at the very beginning, even those high achievers, even those people we look up to, they often suffer with this overthinking, which then say results in delaying things and not getting things done. It's the inner part of the mind's way of actually trying to protect you, would you believe? The way it tries to protect you is it runs all these negative scenarios. What if this happened? What if that happened? Because it treats even that potential of humiliation or embarrassment, it treats it as if it's something that's going to eat us. And I know parts of the world where you guys are probably watching this, you do have creatures that will eat you, but for most of us, we haven't. But in our mind, it's still in those days of, and this has come from the psychologists, still in the days of living in caves, saber-toothed tiger sitting outside. I've got to go into fight or flight mode to deal with that situation, or I've got to stay where I am and avoid it completely. And it will treat that potential of humiliation or embarrassment in the same way as well. Hence why we often then overthink, because we're worried about what people might think, worried about what that outcome might be, worried about failure. And a lot of people in business, they read their business books, they'll often talk about failure as being that next step to actually the next success, learning from failure and developing from failure. So think about that in the session. I would say as well, and if you're doing this in a position where you can't do the next part as well, absolutely fine to come back. The replay will live there on the site wherever you're watching this. But also come back and run through the little hypnosis part as well. It'll be about 10, maybe 15 minutes at the most, because I don't want to take up a lot of your time. Otherwise, people won't come back and reuse it as well. And it's going to be about just thinking about your challenge, thinking about something that you may be overthinking right now, and just imagining in your mind how it will feel to have achieved that thing, what that confidence will start to bring out in you. So yeah, got to work through that. So quick reminder for this next part, you should only be doing this when it's safe for you to do so. So not driving, not operating machinery, or doing anything else that might be a danger to yourself or anyone else around you as well. Just going to put this on my screen in case anybody drops in while we're doing this part, so it makes sense what's happening. So just sitting nice and comfortably. If anything happens that does need your immediate attention while you're listening to this today, you will be able to give it the full attention. Anything happens with our internet connection, again, you'll become aware and alert and able to deal with it. But right now, just sitting comfortably, can do it laying down, but ideally sitting, hands just resting comfortably, feet on the floor if you're able to. Doesn't matter if they're reclined as well, but ideally feet on the floor. And then when you're ready, closing your eyes. And just following my instructions now. So starting to think about little muscles that are in your cheeks, those muscles in your face, imagining those muscles relaxing. Allowing those muscles to get soft, to get lazy, to get heavy. Maybe that tensing them up and letting them go, maybe just that nice, relaxed, comfortable feeling. There really is no wrong way for you to do this. Whatever way you do this is absolutely right for you. Eyelids relaxing, eyelids getting nice and lazy, nice and heavy, nice and relaxed. Those eyelids so lazy, so heavy, so relaxed now that you don't want to, but even if you did want to, you just wouldn't be able to open your eyes. That's good. Take that feeling then from behind your eyes, let it move up over your forehead, up over the top of your head, down the back of your head, down into your neck, down into your shoulders. It's a wonderful warm band of relaxation, relaxing every nerve, every muscle, every fiber as it moves. As every deep breath, every firm beat of your heart now, helping to slow things down. And if you've done something like this before with me or with anybody else, you mind remembering that feeling as you allow that relaxing feeling, that warm band of relaxation to move down through your arms, moving down into your lower arms, all the way down to your hands and to your fingers. Same feeling there, moving down through the center of your body, from your neck, from your shoulders, right down through the center of your body. All the way down into your legs, moving down through your legs, down into your lower legs. All the way down to your feet. And from your feet, just letting that feeling escape. Let it escape into the floor, into the air, depending on where your feet are. And noticing that next great wave of relaxation, head to toe, following it down. And starting to think about now a wonderful place, a perfect place. Again, if you've done this before, you might have a place in mind. If not, just thinking about a special place. It could be somewhere real, somewhere imaginary, somewhere you've been to, somewhere you'd like to go to. It's your special place. Just you can go there, just you and the sound of my voice. Starting to be there, looking around. Go with the first place your mind gives you, noticing the detail there. Not worrying if that conscious part of your mind might sometimes wander to other thoughts. If it does, just grab it, bring it back. Each time it comes back with more focus, more attention, able to stay focused for longer. Noticing the minutes in this place feel like hours today, as you just let go, never losing control, never giving up awareness, but just being able to let go. Aware of the textures in your place, those things you can reach out and touch, things you're naturally in contact with. Sitting, standing, laying down in that place. Aware of the temperature, it's perfect. Even the sounds, even the smells, everything about it. Safe in the knowledge that if anything should happen that needs your immediate attention while you're listening to me today, be calm, aware and alert and able to give it the attention that it needs. And as well, if anything should happen with our internet connection, if you're coming back on the recording or even the live, again, becoming aware and alert and able to reconnect. But we don't need to worry about those things right now. Right now, we're just going to count down from 10 down to 1. Each number down, letting you step a level deeper, letting you sink a level deeper, whatever that level is for you today, as you find your way into or even back into that nice, relaxed, comfortable, high-focused feeling, which is what hypnosis really is. Starting at 10, feeling that step down to 9, stepping down to 8. Every nerve, muscle fiber is relaxed, it's lazy, it's heavy. Stepping down to 7 and 6. Still enjoying that wonderful place of yours, that perfect place, just sinking down deeper and deeper now. Stepping down to 5 and 4. Every out breath letting you sink a little bit deeper into whatever you've chosen to rest on today as it gets softer and softer, more and more comfortable. Stepping down to 3 and 2. All the way down to 1, nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable, nice and calm. Just enjoying that place of yours, enjoying that calm relaxation, enjoying that high focus, which is what hypnosis really is. Maybe noticing a heaviness in your arms or your legs, wherever you're listening to me, but in that place, having that great freedom of movement, that great visualization, imagination, whether it's visual, whether it's emotional, physical, doesn't matter. And as far as your mind is concerned, when you do visualize, when you do practice success, or even remember some great success from the past, maybe a time when you had that confidence and you weren't overthinking, then it feels like it's happening right now. Feels like you're in those moments right now, releasing the happy hormones, the great chemicals, so really feeling as though you're there. So let's go and do that. In your mind now, let's think about, we're thinking about overthinking. So let's think about what it will be like to be free from that. And we know it's your imagination. We know this is just a very quick visualization session, a very quick hypnosis session. but you will get some detail from it, and you can come back and listen to this part again. And each time you listen, gets stronger, gets better, gets clearer. So think about, you might have a real specific project you're working on. Might be some real specific decision that you need to be making. Just in that subconscious part of your mind, that inner part of your mind, which is the all-knowing, all-creative part of your mind, just let it work on that instinctive reaction to that project or decision. The instant, say, all-knowing you answer. Because under normal circumstances, it's your conscious mind that we'd be dealing with and talking to, but you've relaxed that out the way. And as you relax that out the way, you gain access to that all creative, all knowing inner part of your mind. That inner part of your mind is very capable of giving you decisions, of helping guide you with a calm clarity. You're relaxed, you're settled. So just take a moment or two to think about that decision or project and to work through the answer, the decision, the way forward, the clarity around it, but then also to look at the outcome. Hypnosis is very much about, how do you want things to be? Not just the now, not just say, oh, I need to make decisions with clarity and quickly. Actually, what will it be like when you're doing that? What will it be like in a few weeks when you're doing that? What will that project or that decision, what will the outcome from that be like in a few weeks? How will it feel to be able to then make those decisions quickly and easily and calmly? Just giving yourself that permission, giving yourself that permission to enjoy the calm, the tranquility, but that clarity as well. Even just these few minutes today will start to make a difference. You will start to notice clarity. You will start to notice that more instinctive decision making, and come back again and listen to this section on the replay as often as you like. For the moment, just grabbing the outcome, grabbing the visualization, the success. Doesn't always need to be visual, of course, but what that success looks like, what you need to do today and tomorrow and maybe the next day even to get to that success. Grab those, bring them back into your place, that special place, that perfect place. Just take a moment to let those feelings soak in, every cell, every part of you, taking on these changes. And then just being in that place of yours, calm, relaxed and settled. Where in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. On the count of 5 and only on the count of 5, smile, you'll stretch, you'll open your eyes, becoming fully wide awake, fully alert, feeling really good, feeling really well. You'll feel as though you've just had that really good sleep. Not been to sleep just yet though, just been relaxed, just been hypnotized, just been highly focused. When you do come back to being eyes open, having that great energized feeling. Subconscious mind remembers every moment, every instant of what you've just been working on. Conscious mind as much as it would do from any conversation, and that's fine, because it's the subconscious, that inner part of your mind, that makes the changes. The conscious mind is the thinking and planning part of the mind, which is the part we're just getting away from to get some calm clarity. Generally feeling good, maybe even better than you felt for some time. So 1, feel a little less relaxed. 2, feel that surge of energy now through your body, whole body becoming energized as that energy level builds up. 3, take a deep breath of cool, clear mountain air, filling your lungs with life-giving oxygen. 4, feel cool, clear mountain spring water wash the backs of your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your throat. Your chest clear, your stomach's clear, and your head's clear. Your nose, your mouth, and throat's clear. Your eyes are bright and shiny. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. Let's stretch and smile. Welcome back. Okay, so that's just a really short session, but even from that short session, you'll get the benefits from it. I've said it before, but I actively encourage you to come back and do just that part again. You don't need to listen to the first part. The replay will exist on wherever you're watching this now. Or if you found it on the replay, you can come back and keep doing it as well. If you do need any help, you want to have a chat, you can just find my QR code. I'll stick that up top corner there we go, on that top corner, getting the camera the right way around, is a little QR code. You can use that to book a free strategy session, which is a conversation, no obligation to do anything. It books half an hour of time just for us to talk through anything that you might have goals wise. Can hypnosis help with that? There can be a little taster session in there, although if you've just been through this one, you don't need to do that. Or you can just contact me through the website at the top there, steve-woods.com. There's a contact form on there should you have any questions, or direct message me through wherever you're watching this as well. As I say, comments I may or may not see straight away, so just be mindful of that, and obviously they go out to everybody as well. So direct message is often a good way if you want to ask any questions. And that's us for this week. Shall hopefully see you in the next few days for another live, or certainly within the next week for another live. And any questions, let me know. Otherwise, take care. Have a great rest of the day.